Hey everybody, what's going on? I am Jamie Dawn, your evolutionary revolutionary astrologer, bringing you your celestial wisdom for the week of August 21st through the 28th of 2022. And just to put another little pin on the map for you guys, I will be out of office serving in my role as staff director starting on the 30th of this month until the 12th of September. So I will try and get some videos going for you so that you have them as reference points while I'm gone, but I do ask for some patience and leeway on that. Also, my beautiful assistant Joan is encouraging me to join TikTok. So you can expect to see some TikTok videos coming out in the next couple of weeks, if not sooner. And I'll make sure that you have all the information on where to find me. But I'm going to use that opportunity with TikTok to give you daily updates, just a little snippet of the energy and what's happening. And I'm going to see how it evolves because you know me, I love evolution. And so we'll just go from there. But let's kick off this week in particular. On August 21st, Sunday, Mars is officially now in Gemini. It moved into Gemini on Saturday, so that would be yesterday here. And it's going to stay in the sign of Gemini for 7 months. I mentioned this on my last video. We're going to continue to feel this desire to connect, to learn, to socialize, to be chatty. Communication can be a real motivating factor instead of conflict. But it also can create an environment where we use our words as weapons. So we're going to have to really get a lot of practice. And as I like to say, we can't talk about our spiritual tools or our psychological tools or soft skills, if you will, like communication or conflict resolution, if we don't have the opportunity to practice it, because we know that experience is our greatest teacher. So do pay attention that we're going to probably have some opportunities, especially when Mars is retrograding later in the year in the sign of Gemini, where there could be environments of conflict and we can find resolution if we can practice using our tools. And relationships in general can be fueled with lively discussion. So if you felt like you weren't connecting or you weren't communicating with a particular beloved or a coworker or boss or whatever, Mars in Gemini can really get some things going. Now, Monday, on August 22nd, is the last day with the sun in Leo. Use Monday with this heightened energy. It's called the anaretic degree. It's 29 degrees. And so we often feel crises, if you will, but crisis isn't always a bad thing. It's like stress. You know, they call it stress management for a reason. So use Monday's energy where we may have a greater sense of purpose or desire for executing goals. It's the beginning of the work week. So it's a great time to use this to circulate, to talk, to put yourself out there. If you've been hiding too much behind the scenes, you need to be seen. Have some conversations. Playfulness, if some of you may have felt like you've had creative blocks, being playful, go out and play. Maybe you work during the day on Monday and that night you just get out, socialize and play a little bit. And all of a sudden these ahas can pop in and you're like, oh, now I know what I want to do. Tuesday, August 23rd, the sun will then have moved into Virgo. And this is where we're going to spend, while the sun is in Virgo, time to be energized by acts of service and finding ways to be useful. Virgo loves to be able to separate the wheat from the chaff, as they say, where it's like, is this useful? Maybe if it's not, it's time to get rid of it. And it's going to be further emphasized at the end of the week when we have a new moon in Virgo. And I'll talk about that when I get to it. But we're going to be looking at critical attention to details, and that can help to prevent some long-term issues. So if we felt frustrated with our work or relationships or situations at home, whatever it might be, that it's like, oh, if I just seen this ahead of time, or if I'd done this differently, I wouldn't be dealing with some of these problems now. Well, here's an opportunity to really look at these details and think in those critical long-term kind of ideas and ways that can help to prevent you from having, say, 6 months from now, go back and go, I should have seen this. If you're not attention to detail person, like myself, get somebody who is to be those eagle eyes behind you. And remember, don't take it personally when they give you feedback and criticism, you know. Creative solutions to complex problems while the sun is in Virgo. So if you have felt stumped or you have felt like overwhelmed with a particular problem, This energy can help us come up with some creative solutions to those problems. Wednesday, August 24th, Venus is going to make a trine to Chiron, and that's going to continue for the next couple of days here. But when Venus is trining Chiron, wounds can easily come to the surface because we can attract people, conversations, situations that can bring these out. And that's an opportunity, as you've heard me say before, we can't heal what we don't feel. So if something comes up wound wise, for us to feel. Give ourselves permission to do that during this time because it can bring great healing within relationships with Venus involved here. It may also cause us to feel a little bit awkward when we're expressing our love or how we want to feel loved. However, that's where the healing comes in to be able to express what we need and to have the person or the situation reciprocate it back to us or reflect back. And if it doesn't, then some healthy boundaries need to be set. Others can finally come to terms with our sensitivities and our vulnerabilities during this time if we're willing to stay vulnerable and stay open and stay soft. On Thursday, the 25th, Venus is going to canoodle with the moon in Leo. This adds a more emphasis on what do we need to really feel special to our beloveds, to those that we feel proud of, to those we feel connected to. What do we need in order to just feel good in our own relationships and our own finances and values? I will say, though, this is a beautiful setup to that Mars and Gemini energy that I was talking about, where we can connect and we can do a lot of healing if we're willing to, kind of mix things up, use conflict resolution, all of that, because we're expressing our sensitivities, we're expressing our vulnerabilities. We're saying, this is what I need, or this is how I want to receive love, and this is how I want to give love. And so in doing so, it allows us to level up to that better version of ourselves. Also, with Venus canoodling the moon here in Leo, making that trine to Chiron, we may be saying loyalty is rewarded in relationships. So we may lavish those that we feel really loyal to us, that say, I'm your ride or die friend, your ride or die partner, whatever that might be. And there's a sense of being proud about who we are and what we associate with or who we associate with. And I will say that if you're looking at it from that lens and there's people and situations that are not aligned with your values, that only wound you more because of their immaturity or their lack of self-awareness or just meanness, this is a time where it will be set up for this new moon in Virgo to do some house cleaning. Before I get to the new moon on Saturday, Friday, the 26th, we have Mercury, our planet of communication, how we learn, how we process information, how we share information, entering the sign of Libra. And this is setting up a trine with Mars because Mars will have just entered Gemini. So we've got early degrees here of this trine. We'll most likely be looking to ways to build bridges. When Mercury enters Libra, it likes being in an air sign like Libra because all this information and communication comes in. And Libra likes balance and harmony and diplomacy. So we'll find ourselves probably seeing various perspectives and being the devil's advocate, but doing it in a way that's diplomatic, that helps to open our minds a little bit more and create greater conversation, more harmony in our communication and speaking styles. Also, we can use this time to heal any misunderstandings. And with that trine to Mars, we can find ourselves, even those introverts, communicating more than usual and wanting to. So this is a great time if you felt like you were stuck in actually expressing yourself or saying something with your words, that now you can, because you can do it from a place of, I'll say the intention is, I just want us all to have peace. Yeah. We're going to seek out ways to connect and have more fun. So some of us who are a little bit dull lately, or feel like we're working too much, or we're not excited about the work we're doing, we're going to find ways to play more and to have more fun, whether it is in our day-to-day routines or it is in just, I work so much, I don't know what it means to actually play. This is also a great time for letting go of old grudges and healing the past. Still more emphasis with that South Node in Scorpio, which has been constantly inviting us since it entered these Taurus Scorpio signs in January, inviting us to keep healing and letting go of past betrayals, past hurts, past wounds, so that we can continue to build this new future. Virgo New Moon on Saturday, as I mentioned before, this is where new professional beginnings, the way we carry out our tasks and our daily activities, we're looking to improve our health and our lifestyles. setting those intentions, really evaluating where can I clean up my life? What area of my life needs a good housekeeping? Staying open to new information and new ideas and new people during this time can also set us up for like new success. And usually when we have a new moon, we set these intentions. We know the full moon, we start to see the benefits of it. But keep in mind that this is a 6 month setup as well. So when you're looking at it from the longer view, the bigger picture, ask yourself, okay, what do I need to clear out of my life? What unhealthy attachments, what criticisms or attitudes that have held me back in my relationships? Maybe it's a relationship to myself, maybe it's a relationship to my parents, to my friends, lovers, work related, whatever it might be. Maybe it's the relationship to my body. Anyways, whatever these attachments are unhealthy, that are unhealthy, this is a beautiful time to look at it and say, okay, what could be my 6 months goal? If 6 months from now, I feel successful in this area of my life, what would I need to let go of in order for that to happen? And then what do I need to replace it with in order for me to start creating this new habit? Because that's the other thing about when we look at Virgo, it's about our daily activities, our routines, our rituals, which are our habits. So we want to create healthy habits. And this is a beautiful time to do it. Okay, you guys, I hope that this helps. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Come find me at jamiedawn.com. I look forward to connecting with you. And I look forward to connecting with you on TikTok when that happens. All right, you guys, have a great week.